Hello, dear viewers. You're welcome to the third series on Journeys with Cobbs Academy. And today we have the honor and the privilege of hosting Dr. Olumuyiwa Oluwayo. And please just do me the honor of applauding him whilst I read his citation. Please, you can just throw some applause there. Thank you. So I'd like to go straight into doing a short, give an executive summary of Dr. Oluwayo's citation. It's quite enormous here, but I'll just give a little summary. So Dr. Olumuyiwa Oluwayo is a transformative leader and consultant with a distinguished career across higher education, human resource management, and organizational development. So his professional journey reflects an enduring commitment to influencing impactful change and advancing practices that drive growth, excellence at both individual and organizational levels. With a very strong foundation in the academia, Dr. Oluwayo has contributed extensively to higher education as a member of faculty of human resource management, guiding the next generation of professionals and leaders. His role as the Dean of Students, Registrar, and Director of African Leadership Development Center at Covenant University have enabled him to influence institutional leadership and capacity building across Africa, crafting learning environments that are centered on holistic development and resilience. As a research fellow with the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management in Nigeria, Dr. Oluwayo has made a notable contribution to the HR practice in Nigeria. So, in bridging the realm of academia, research, and practical consulting, Dr. Olumuyiwa Oluwayo offers a holistic perspective that is both visionary and result driven. Its contribution goes beyond enhancing performance. They cultivate lasting organizational values, enabling businesses to thrive through a stronger, more cohesive approach to human capital management. Dr. Dayo is happily married to his beautiful wife, Mrs. Oluwaseun Oluwayo, and they are blessed with three children. So right about now, we'll be going straight into a series of questions of Dr. Dayo. But before we do that, I would like him to just say a bit of welcome to our audience. Dr. Sir.
Hello, everyone. So good to be here. I'm excited about what you do on this academy, and I'm hoping that the exchanges that we're going to have today with Dr. Cobbs will be something that we will be drawing from in future. I'm hoping that there'll be timeless principles, timeless inspiration, timeless, ideas that will enable you also marshal your journey towards greatness. So you're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
All right, thank you very much. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Kunle Babaremu, aka Dr. Cobbs. So I'm the privileged visionary for Cobbs Academy. So straight into the conversation of today, I just have a couple of questions to ask Dr. Olumuyiwa Oluwayo. On the first one here, you like to want to get a lot from a man is good to get to know his background, so you know the circumstances around his growth that could have influenced certain decisions that they make. So I'd like to just ask, could you just give us a little insight into your background? By background here, we want to just know the things that surrounded your journey while you were growing up before your undergraduate experience.
Thank you, Dr. Cobbs. I think my life is one that is wrapped up in goodness of God. I grew up like every normal child would grow up. Never had any development issues. Had an opportunity to be raised and groomed by parents who modeled many things for me. They modeled humility, modeled honor to each other. They modeled humor, often than not. They modeled humor to me. They modeled hard work, and all of those things were, call it, the shapers of my person. I saw my parents live a life that was more giving than receiving.
Mm.
They would rather give. They receive too, but they would rather give. They would rather be in the place of giving people. I'm sure because God, as we know it, is not looking for who to get money to. God is not looking for who to get resources to. He's looking for who to get resources through.
Mm.
Looking for who to get the resources through. And so those were the things that shaped my life. And my parents would sacrifice to give us everything. I remember one significant event in my life which I'll never ever forget. Seeing that I have an opportunity to share it today is at a point in primary school day, my primary school days, I think I don't know what challenge my parents had. I just couldn't continue the private primary school I was at. And I had to withdraw to go to a call it community school, call it
Public school.
public school. And the public school that I went to was you could not compare the quality on that school with the quality of the school I was coming from.
Absolutely.
Like I often say humorously, in my previous private school, I was almost hitting relegation in my
Oh
position.
my.
I was almost hitting relegation, meaning if there were 20 people in class, I was almost hitting 17, 18, or 15 thereabouts. So I was in the bottom half of the class, not I was not in the top half. But I went into this new school, community public school, and I started to excel. It
Oh.
was simply because I thought the quality was low. So it wasn't me, it's the quality.
Okay, it was the
It was the
quality.
quality because,
Not that you were not
no,
outstanding.
no, 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 it was not that. But it did something to my journey. What it did was that it reinforced in me the joy of success. Many people came around me and they all wanted to be identified with this great guy. In fact, I remember school, they made me king in a drama because he was a successful guy. They had to make him. So
Okay.
ultimately, by the time I returned, after I was in that school just for 1 year. My
Mm.
parents felt, no, 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 this is not this boy. This boy is not always first position. This is not who he is. He needs to, go
You
back.
felt like a local champion.
Yeah, so I mean, God bless them. They moved me back to the school. And by the time they moved me back to the school, I was not in top five. So what changed? And I think what changed was the fact that I'd had a taste of success. So even though the success I had was in a community of low quality, but the taste of success was sweet to me, and now I could pay the price of success. So I love the taste, even though I experienced it in a lower quality place. But now I wanted to retain that taste. I wanted to retain that experience. Now I'm now ready to pay the price. And so by the time I returned to my other school, knowing that I wanted to have this continue, it was easier to study harder. It was easier to pay more attention. It was easier not to get distracted. Really, those were those formative years for me. And those were significant moments of my life that really changed.
Thank you so much. And to our viewers, I'd like to say to you that for Dr. Ludayo's case here, I will just my own personal take home from this conversation, from this first conversation, is that you might think you are not doing so well. Sometimes the environment. When he got access into the the second school that was so-called local school, he became the first or first two in class, top in class. And for me, it was more like being a local champion. But when he got back into the new school, that's the school he has always been to, there was a change. He wasn't willing to go back to where he used to be. So for me, it's a motivation. Could you just try and see the best how to maximize every phase, every opportunity? For him, it could have been a demotion to say, why would my parents take me from the private school and take me back to the local school, not local public school, apologies. You know that. So it's for you to just see that there is every opportunity you can find in anything instead of him being feeling so bad and all that. So, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. And for me, I would say that please stay glued to the screen because Dr. Dayo has a couple of things to share with us. His life has been very dynamic. I've been privileged to be a mentor of his for a very long time, and he's a man of, will I say, high profile personality, and his words are very heavy and filled with wisdom. So please look out for our next set of questions.